All right, we are live. We are here. I want to make sure I'm in the frame.
Yeah.
Joining us today is Mr. Gabe John and none other than Mr. Personality himself, Ray Kinsey. Thank you, boys, for being here.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Happy to be here. Super stoked. We have Game 2 kicking off here shortly between the Balboa Pandas and the Escondido Rhinos. Escondido, of course, taking the first game in an overtime thriller. So now we've got some players that are back in attendance that were not there previously. We'll see if this changes the landscape of the stadium.
Yeah.
Ray, any thoughts on how you think the stadium's going to go?
I'm really excited. I see a lot of the boys on the Pandas. They are so locked in. They're not messing around at all. They're here to play. And yeah, I'm excited to see how this game goes.
Gabe, any thoughts before we drop the puck here?
Looking forward to seeing if the Escondido Rhinos can put the Balboa Pandas on their heels with their speed and forecheck. And conversely, if the Balboa Pandas will have a better breakout of their zone with Nick Olson in the lineup. I think those will be two keys going in.
Tremendous. Thank you, boys. All right, let's drop the puck in this game. Pandas get the puck first. Look to break it out of their zone. That's Jimmy Becker on the right side. Stick handling in, throws it on goal. That goes into the safety netting. Quick start to this game so far. Shot thrown towards the net, goes out of play.
And some fans in the stands, the whole Meltzer crew behind him, cheering him on. Cool to see brother, dad, mom, and girlfriend all coming out.
Faceoff is contested. Still in the Panda zone. Working across the red line. That's Castellino. From the left, pushing through. Throws it on goal off the side of the net. Stays out. Lars Eriksson pushes it ahead to Nick Olson. Olson taking his time. Chips it ahead to right. Right, opts to ring it all the way around. Olson back to retrieve. Crisscrossing with Becker. Big set by Eriksson. Olsen going the distance. Throws it on goal. Saved by Meltzer. No rebounds allowed.
Well, there's that speed on display from Nick Olson, Ray. Is that something that you think that we'll see throughout the game? Think we're going to see some more shots from him?
Yeah. I liked what Lars did there, too. He got in the way of Noe and just opened up the lane right for Nick. Gave him a shot opportunity.
Absolutely. Noe's got the speed to keep up with Nick, but it'll be interesting to see if he can keep up with his deception as well.
Metcalf, Farwell on the draw. Pandas prevail with the puck. That's Ridout holding on to it. That's Morrison up ahead. Hops to hang on. Rhinos get the puck. Metcalf, high slot, throws it on goal. Floater goes by Holsheimer past the net. Farwell looks to go and bring it back for Pribble. He chips it over to Ridout. Looking for a clean breakout opportunity. Metcalf not making it easy on him. Bailey Ridout carries the puck through the neutral zone, powering through. Florida defending, puck goes around. Pandas maintain control. Dribble on the point with Morrison. Morrison has a hand up ahead on the left. Florida harassing, slamming on the brakes, going into the wall. Looks like no ill intent there. Centering pass from Farwell intended for a Panda teammate. That goes the length of the ring. Miscommunication. Metcalf throws it on goal. Melts it down by Holsheimer. He keeps it out on a critical error there. Almost a costly turnover.
Almost a very costly turnover by Tom Holsheimer. And Billy Metcalf right there in his wheelhouse office. Ray, you play with Billy on Tuesday Night Advance. Congratulations, you just won. What do you expect from Billy, out there as a player?
That's Billy's bread and butter. Put the pressure on you until you make a mistake, and then he's going to capitalize almost every time.
He really is good capitalizing for sure, especially from that area.
Puck sent behind the Pandas goal. Purple struggling to break it out. Stays on the Pandas tape though. Right now controlling it through the neutral zone. Santos in hot pursuit. Going 1-on-3. Rhinos muscle him off the puck and they get possession again. That's Jack Allen breaking the puck out. Santos slams on the brakes, waiting for reinforcements. Ridout. Doesn't let him off the hook here. Santos breaking into the zone, streaking from the left. Ridout shoves him into the wall. Day under duress by Pribble. team still working to get possession again. Santos sends out to Allen on the point. Allen dropping it off for Cassino. Gets stood up by Morrison. That's a turnover. Ridout trying to make the most of this here, going 1-on-2. Doesn't have numbers. Cassino looking to streak the other way, going 1-on-3. Dribble, chips it over to Ridout. Makes the safe play. That's Neal behind the Pandas cage. Pandas breaking the puck out. Nick Olson dipsy doodling through from the right circle, throwing it across. Meltzer stretches out, stays out. Puck gets sent across. Becker to retrieve. Resets all the way back to Olson at the other end. Arjman gets bumped off the puck by Santos. Santos trying to go and make something happen. Goes down on a heap. No call on the play. Olsen sent up ahead for Arjman. Santos looking for an opportunity here. Top of the left circle. Sent up to Cassino. Has a lane. Slides the puck through. Harmlessly goes past the net. Cassino throws it over the white pass save by Holsheimer. Arjman settles the puck. Sent out to Becker. Rhinos go off for a change. Arjman carrying it all the way in. Left circle. Cutting across. Takes a shot. Save. Arjman tries to reset over to Becker. Becker has Neal up ahead. Goes into the save. Goes on goal. Misses the net. Goes into the corner. Both teams scrambling to go and get possession again. Becker gets taken out. I don't know if there's a call on the play there. It's at least whistled. I believe puck is on the back of the net.
I'd like to hear Jay Neal calling for the puck with such authority out there. That would have been a big energy boost if he had gotten the first goal of this game. Big Jay Neal.
Yeah, once he gets a hold of a shot, man, that puck goes.
Yeah, I want to see Jay shoot more. He does have quite a wrister if he just, but it takes it's so long to get off the stick.
It's got a long stick.
Yeah.
It's a long.
Both teams looking to go and get a clean exit out of the zone. Billy Metcalf with a stretch pass sent all the way down. That's not Trostad to retrieve. Dykes back to the puck. Give him to Gorda. Gorda wheeling through the middle. Has Metcalf on the wrong side. Trostad getting to net. Metcalf making the most of the limited space there. Gives it up to Olsen as he carries it out, starting his engine. Olsen, Erickson up ahead, slides it through, jumps over Erickson's stick. Prime opportunity. Trostad goes hard into the wall. Dykes, Gorda has Metcalf up ahead. Metcalf, one tap pass over to Gorda, chipping it up in the air, batted out of the air. I don't believe that went in. Did they call it a goal?
Doesn't look like across the goal.
Good goal.
Exciting nonetheless, though. You have a 3-on-2 situation with Billy Metcalf and pucks flying through the air. You never know when something wonky might happen.
That's why we love roller hockey, though, isn't it? Those plays.
AJ Wright carrying the puck off one faceoff by the Pandas. Pass intended for Ridout, just out of reach for him. Jack Allen sends a crossover for Day. Day, Cassino streaking on the left. Getting out of AJ Wright, gets on net, gliding with Holsheimer. No whistle. Ridout looking to settle. AJ crisscrossing. Wisely resets for the Pandas. AJ taking his time here, exploring his options. Back with Cribble. 10:23 here in the first period. Ridout on the swing. Farwell. Throws on goal, Meltzer muffles it, freezes the puck.
The Eskimo Rhinos are definitely playing a man-on-man sort of coverage here, but are you surprised that there isn't the same tenacity that we saw last week as far as their forechecking pressure?
I was just about to say, I'm loving their patience.
Okay.
You know, the Pandas, they see how hungry they are, they see how mad they want it, they're just going to let them waste their energy, and they're going to wait for the right opportunity.
Absolutely.
And it's going to come. And it's going to come.
Rhinos getting the puck out of their zone. Farwell stands up Allen. Allen gets it back. Rhinos look to go make a breakout pass here. Andrew Day quarterbacking. Rushes it out. And it's got a lot of speed. They're not going to let him get in their zone without a fight. Rhinos bullies him off the puck. Rhinos circling, give it to Cribble. Cribble almost collides there with Casamino. Allen has a 3-on-1 opportunity. Intercepted by Rhinos. Great play by him. Morrison up the head for Farwell from the outside, right side, behind the back pass. Morrison looking, throws it on goal. Brilliant save by Meltzer.
What a save.
Farwell gets a second crack at it, has Morrison on the right side. Farwell, screen shot, melted down by Ryan Meltzer.
But that over here was a little bit of the forechecking pressure I was expecting to see more of from the Espino Rhinos. They put on a foot pressure, they did get the turnover, but then they caught
Absolutely. Andrew, they absolutely picked up the pace there and got the blood pumping for the Rhinos, gave them a little bit more of an opportunity. And for the Pandas' sake, though, I'm loving Rylan Farwell's confidence out there with the puck. I'm loving the shots he's taken.
And the growth that we've seen him as a player throughout the last 2 seasons of EPL.
He's grown a lot. He's grown a lot. I'm loving to watch it.
Nick Olsen setting up the play here for the Pandas. Trying to set it on a tee for Arjman. Puck skitters. Putting it on goal. Puck is still sitting in the high slot area. Neither team wants to control it. We got a Pandas player down for the count. That gets sauced all the way back down.
Oh, who's there? Who's there?
On the other end.
The one, the only.
Scooping it up from Michigan. Billy Metcalf still whirling, twirling. Both Pandas back, defending him there. I was not expecting that puck to go the length of the rink and Billy to be down there. My goodness. Olsen settles it here for the Pandas as they look to break it out. Arjman from the left, going one-on-one with Dykes, picked set by Becker. Olsen, quick shot into the corner. Arjman trying to get it back. Gorda sending it out for Dykes. Dykes has Metcalf up ahead. Put on goal, shoulder save. Holsheimer keeps it out. Olsen, breakout pass for Becker. Becker streaking on the right. Getting around a falling Gorda. Crossing opportunity.
What a save.
He's on fire right now, folks. Gorda, long range pass again to Metcalf at the other end of the rink. 7:40 remaining in this period. Metcalf takes a whack at Neal. Neal with a nifty move there. Beats the Rhinos defender. Neal still carrying the water here for the Pandas, saucing it in. That's turned over. Rhinos, they've got momentum going the other way. That's Santos at the puck right now. Cassino running to the middle. Typical goal saved by Holsheimer. Erickson has the puck. Neal ahead. Santos on the back check. Backhand. Kept out by Meltzer. Rhinos going off for a change. Cassino working his way into the zone. Ridout defending. Rhinos ring the puck around. That gets gathered up by A.J. Wright. Erickson has an opportunity. Screen shot on Meltzer. He blockers that down. All the way into the Rhinos' corner. Both teams being patient, feeling each other out, not rushing this at all. That's Allen right now with the puck. Crisscrossing. Cassino. Steps right Erickson. Puts it on goal. Rebound. Andrew Gabe takes a whack at it. That's right on the goal line, I believe. That is close.
Where did that go?
Where did the puck go? It's under his left leg pad.
That was a couple sequences of fast and furious action.
That was awesome.
Exciting.
Love seeing Jay Neal with the hands. You see that?
Jay Neal with the hands. And to your point, Jay Neal getting their shots, Ryan Farwell taking shots. The Pandas up and down the lineup. We talk about Nick Olsen and Bailey Ridout, but they're all shooting. They're all taking their opportunities. So it'd be really exciting to see a depth player maybe get them on the board.
Absolutely.
What that would do for the energy on the bench.
They have a very different way of going at it, too. The Rhinos are kind of setting up more strategic plays, as if the Pandas are more so kind of putting it on net, hoping for overtime.
That goes in. Danny Holstein, the Rhinos are from the board. Outside shot by Roman Santos. 1-6-28.
What What a shot.
What a shot. Jim Morton Ray talking about strategic plays. That looked like a planned face-off win.
Yeah, absolutely. If I know anything about Noe, is he knows how to set up a play and he knows how to activate that shot.
That's a big first goal for the Escondido Rhinos to get Noe with confidence on his shot. Big move for the Rhinos up on the board first.
That's the guy you want scoring goals on your team too.
The top scorer of the league, as it turns out. I know you were chopping it, right on his heels. Oh!
Santos with another opportunity. Making fantasy moves in the dribble. He's got some speed. Heading the other way. That's Farwell. Then sauces over to Farwell. Putting in a little save by Meltzer.
Another incredible save. Meltzer continuing right where he left off from last week, just doing such a good job at moving laterally across the crease.
Yeah, I mean, he is so fluent and so just every movement is so calculated. I love watching him play.
I wonder if the Pandas will start to think to shoot it high with how well he's covering things down low. Little goalie equipment timeout.
Yeah, Meltzer's a tough goalie to figure out, though. I mean, 'cause side to side, he's great. I mean, straight on, he's great. He's always squared up to the puck. He's a tough goalie to get the puck past.
Yeah.
One of my favorite comments I saw on Instagram about how Meltzer plays, I think the comment was, for someone that drives in a 10 and 2 position, he plays goalie like an animal.
Yeah.
It was so true, because no one gives more energy and cares more about the outcome of the game than Ryan Meltzer. I love having him in goal behind me.
10 and 2 on the wheel, though. Safety first.
Very responsible. That's a good attribute to have.
Responsible in net too, but like an animal when it comes to those second chance opportunities. Oh,
that gets melted down by Ryan Meltzer.
That was a smart cover. Calm the puck down a little bit.
Yeah, no chance for second chances. This has been exciting so far.
Face up one back to Gribble. He rips it on goal. Skitters wide, collected by Gorda. Sent back out. Pandas retrieve. AJ Wright looking at his options. In the middle, over to Bailey Ridout. Rolling puck up on edge. He carries it all the way in. Rhinos not making it easy on him. Bailey doesn't have any good options. Opts to hold on to the puck. Resetting all the way back down to Mr. Wright. Dribble stumbles, backhand pass there. Ridout gives the puck to Metcalf, loses it in the slot. He gets it back just by the skin of his teeth. Pandas struggling to break it out of their zone cleanly. Farwell goes end to end. Dribble looks to settle this rolling puck. Farwell on the slot, centering it. Nobody home. Pandas cycling in the zone. Has Wright. Slot rolling high. Goes just over the nets. Matt looks to go and clear all the way down to Metcalf. That seems to be a favorite strategy of the Rhinos, those stretch passes.
Specifically to Billy Metcalf.
As one does. Both teams go off for a change. Dykes quarterbacking this breakout for the Rhinos. Santos has the puck, working his way through the neutral zone. Picked up by Metcalf. He picks it up. That gets turned over. Wright sent him head for Farwell. Miscommunication. Gives it up to Casino. Fly by pickoff. Rhinos wisely reset the play. Casino drops it off for Santos. They get some speed coming out of the zone as Pandas finish their change. Day streaking in from the right. Backhand thrown on goal. Misses the net. Metcalf. Fancy move, pulling the puck behind him. Holding. That's Morrison defending there. No one defends this puck better than Billy Metcalf does. He protects it better than anyone I know. Sent back out to Casimino. Rhinos get some fresh legs as Day carries it all the way back into their zone, crisscrossing here with Allen. Allen looks to step around Becker. That gets stymied. Rhinos come on for reinforcements with some fresh legs. Dave breaks the puck out on the swing here for the Rhinos. Crisscrossing with a save. Puts it on goal. Straight shot. Rebound opportunity. Stick gets held by Archman. Prime opportunity. Gets spoiled. Pandas clear it all the way around. Becker on the wall. Give it to Olsen. Becker sending the pick. Clipping Santos, sent up ahead. Meltzer makes the save. Olsen sends it all the way back down to Neal. 2:38 remaining in this period. Archman. Back to Olsen. Olsen being delivered with the puck. Dropping it back off for Ridouts. Ridout, Erickson up ahead, on his backhand. Santos back checking hard. Both teams still struggling for the puck. Allen has an opportunity. As Castellino crossing in front of him. Dropped off, streaking through the middle. That's Santos. Great defensive play by Olsen. Spinning backhand pass. No call on that play as they collide into the wall hard. Allen sending the puck all the way back down to Castellino to quarterback this play back out for the Rhinos. Castellino looking to get around Erickson. Streaking in. Throwing on goal. Saved by Holsheimer.
Good save by Holsheimer. The pace of the Pandas game is markedly different when Nick Olsen is on the ring. You can see that they've got a little bit more control of the puck. Ray, you just had the opportunity to play with him recently at Narch Pro. What kind of confidence do you have with Nick Olsen when he's on the rink?
I mean, every time Nick's on the rink, I know I can always turn around and just send it right back to my point. He's going to protect the puck, or if he's got a lane and he's going to put it in the net. I mean, as simple as that.
Yeah. Easy to play with confidence when you got someone like that on the rink.
Absolutely.
I want to see the Pandas having some semblance of that control without him on the rink, and they'll be right in this game.
That's a backhand by Bailey Ridout. Goes into the corner. He gets shoved by Gorda. Puck is still up for contest. Pandas they get the possession. Wright getting bullied by Trostad. Centering it, glances off the skate. Metcalf picks up the loose puck. Metcalf streaking in, crossing, looking for it. Winds up! Clobber! Goal.
Field goal.
Remaining in the period. Goes into the corner. Metcalf resets it. Dice here on the point. Give it to Gorda. High sub. Screenshot. Holsheimer melts it down.
Billy with the clapper. You like seeing that, or would you rather have him take a wrister there?
I like it better when he takes wristers or snapshots. Billy taking a clapper isn't exactly my favorite shot. But I got to say, I like Gorda's sneaky little shot there coming through the zone, looking for a screenshot.
Yeah, Gorda might be one of the older players on the Rhinos team and probably on the rink, but tons of skill.
Wrist shot by Gorda gets blockered down. Ridout has Becker up ahead, working through a bunch of Rhinos players here. Centering it, Jimmy Becker on the doorstep. Meltzer keeps it out. Absolute stone wall.
Monster save.
What a save.
Lunging with the glove with confidence at the edge of the crease.
Yeah, they better go thank him. That was a hell of a save.
Real big. Yeah, great save by Meltzer. Saved the game thus far. And huge, keeping it a 1-0 game going into the first
I mean,
half.
those are the saves that he needs to make, though, for the Rhinos to win. They're playing great lockdown defense, but when those little cracks, when they do get through, Meltzer's already there.
Beautifully said.
Trostad trying to dump the puck into Metcalf, who's in deep. Gets stood up by Pribble. Ridout throws it on goal. Day clearing it out. Waning seconds here in this period. Ridout looks for another opportunity. Chips it on goal, goes just wide. One last shot that goes into the rafters.
Well, the Pandas certainly used the rest of that 25 seconds to their advantage. We got a few shots on goal, but yeah, Meltzer with the lockdown in net. That huge save with about 45 seconds left to keep the Rhinos up 1 goal going into the second half.
Yeah, I'd love to see the Pandas honestly slow the puck down a little bit. They need to get some more control. If they can put Nick Olsen in the slot and set up a nice pass for him, that'd be beautiful. Have Jay Neal in front of the net, screening the goalie. You know, that's how you can bury the puck on this goalie here.
Yeah. From last week to this week, the Pandas have had a difficult time establishing that control, especially in their own end. It's a little bit choppy still, trying to get out of their own zone. So.
Yeah, well said. I think that's something that the Pandas have struggled with so far. It's just a clean exit from their zone. Controlling breakouts hasn't happened. When Olsen is down on the floor, though, they're a lot more patient with the puck. It just seems that once they're through the neutral zone, going into the offensive zone, that's where it starts to fall apart.
Well, I mean, the Rhinos are all over them. They're not giving them any space to breathe. I mean, stick on puck, it's amazing. Watching Noe play is hard too. I mean, he's playing out of his mind this first period.
He's getting hard.
Yeah,
I'm
excited to see the second period out of him.
And we know the Pandas do have the size advantage, but the Rhinos do have the speed advantage. So
Yeah.
I think both those teams are playing into that hand.
They're a fast team,
Yes,
that's
they
for
are.
sure. And like we were talking about at the beginning of the game, Meltzer needed to play well, and not to jinx it, but I think this is a classic.
Don't say the words.
This is a classic
Don't say the
Ryan
words.
Meltzer, solid, play out of his mind game. And I think that's what they need. With so many shooters on the Pandas, you need your goalie to stand on his head. And he's done that so far.
Yeah.
Must have had 10-2 on the wheel all the way here.
Hey, you gotta make it here.
You gotta make it here.
Game.
Yeah.
Especially when you're driving with the whole family and girlfriend. You know, they're all behind the bleachers, checking them out, making these monster saves, keeping them in the game. Not even in the game, ahead of the game.
1-0 after one period.
The family has migrated to be once again behind the Meltzer net. So he's locked in, ready to go. Excited for this.
Oh, me too. I'm excited. I think Zach Casanigo's got the next goal.
Okay, I was just gonna ask.
I was gonna say Zach's been getting a lot of opportunities.
He's good at that little quick move and shot on.
He deserves one. I think he's gonna earn one in this period here.
Player of the game last week. Let's see if it carries right on through.
And the second half kicks off here. And for the folks at home that haven't been to a game in person, we played two halves. 17-minute stop clock periods. That's Morrison with the shot up high. Wide open net.
Another great save.
Backhand. That was shades of Dominic Kostrick there laying out to go and get the puck. My goodness. Olsen back on the point for the Pandas, resetting the play. Dropped off for Becker. Meltzer playing out of his skull. Very impressive save there. Olsen working the puck through the middle, getting it ahead. Olsen getting to the slide, hanging on to protecting it. That goes into safety netting.
Like I said, Rhinos on their defense, they just stayed patient on Nick, just stayed in front of him, stick on puck. It's exactly what you got to do in a game like this.
They said they were going to take it for people who are parked out there on the street. You said that? They said this is out there right
Casanino trying to settle a bouncing puck. Goes all the way back into the Rhino zone. That's Santos to retrieve. Santos carries the puck over the red line, making a fancy move, throwing it on goal, goes to the corner. Pandas look to go and make the most here. They've got some speed. Grid out, cutting through the middle, fakes a shot, still holding on to it as it goes around the cage, dropping it off, pick set. Santos not letting him get a free puck. Olsen really holding on the ball there. Farwell taking a couple of pokes at it. Santos giving it all
Olsen
he's
giving
got.
Santos the business.
Maintaining possession. Day getting upended by Morrison. Battle on the wall here. Morrison slides it over to Olsen. Olsen from right side. Trying to make a move on Allen. He stands him up. Allen gets the puck out. Casanino throws it on goal. That gets melted down.
One thing I definitely noticed last week's game was the physicality, particularly in the mix with Noe. I don't know if he's just kind of always in the mix with his speed, or if they're kind of targeting him because he's their goal scorer. And
I'm going to go ahead and say I think they're going to be targeting him.
Take over. I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say I think they're targeting. They see how fast he's skating. They see how bad he wants the puck, and they know what he can do with the puck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely don't ignore Noe out there.
He is an absolute force. The only goal scorer of this game thus far, and a clear target for the Pandas. Face off in Panda zone. Trostad and Arjman tangled up. Billy Metcalf with the wrister this time on net. Billy's most lethal shot we know is his backhand.
And he's not using it yet.
Hasn't used
I've
it
yet
yet.
to see him use it. He's used a slap shot, he's used a snap shot, but not his backhand, and that's usually the moneymaker for him.
His backhand, then maybe clapper. He does have a good efficiency with his clapper, but the backhand is definitely his lethal move. Jake Gribble carrying it out of his zone.
Oh, a little bow, AJ Metcalf. AJ bowing for that. AJ and Santos.
Meltzer's still standing tall, absolutely. Like to see how high he is at the crease there. Playing with confidence, playing with aggression.
He's solid. Like I said, he's going to square up to the puck. You're not really going to see much net around him. You got to get in front of him, get a nice screen shot, and then hope for a nice rebound.
Here comes a big shift. We got Noe Santos and Zach Castellino out there. Also Andrew Day, big boy for the Escondido Rhinos. But on the other side, we do have Nick Olson and Jay Neal, two other big boys. And
can't forget about Jimmy Becker either.
oh, absolutely. He's a forechecking fiend out there. But I know Nick Olson probably wants to get him on the board.
Face-off won by the Rhinos. That gets one around. Day gets bodied by Becker. Bouncing puck. Olsen throws the puck back in. Day stepping on Erickson. Erickson looking to center. That gets intercepted by the Rhinos. They look to carry it out. Day up ahead for Santos. Just out of reach. That's going to go the length of the rink. Jay Neal setting it up for the Pandas. Olsen quarterbacking. Taking his time. No need to rush. May have hit a wet spot there. As these rinks are wont to do, Aaron pass gets sent over to Santos. Throws on goal. Golden save, I believe, by Holsheimer. Pandas go off for a change. Santos settling a bouncing puck. Gets tossed into the wall by Riddock. Santos still has to stick on the puck. Becker rushing for it. Goes into the wall with Becker. Tries to toe drag around. Sent to the wall. Allen on the receiving end. Rhinos trying to go and get possession here. Hauls down Olsen. I believe we're going to get a call on that play. Pandas with the power play.
I think that was a deserved call.
I think that one was a little deserving.
Yeah.
The stick got into his legs there. Might not have been a trip on purpose, but unfortunately, stick got tangled up.
That is Andrew Day, their big body going against Nick Olson. And that's a big body matchup there. And
You got to play hard against Nick Olson. I mean, Day did everything he did. Everything he did was right. It's just unfortunate stick got tangled up in the skates.
Yeah, this will take a lot of heart, though.
It's a good-looking power play here, too.
Pandas get 90 seconds on the man advantage. Face-off is going to be reset to the left of Meltzer.
Interesting choice not having Noe Santos for the PK.
An interesting choice not having Nick Olson on the power play. See how this all plays out for them.
Yeah, this is a interesting shift here.
Puck immediately goes through the corner. Rhinos trying to get a stick on it. That's AJ right here with the puck right now. Yeah, on the left. Gribble in front. Morrison on the right. Right handling the puck here for the Pandas. Puts it on goal just over the right blocker's side, high on the glass. Riddell deliberating, slides it across to Morrison. Not quite within stick length. Right, back over to Riddell. He's got some space, puts it on goal. Shoulder save by Meltzer. Bounces to the corner. Dribble, clears it out to right. Puck up on edge. Lines up, full clapper. Riddell gets the rebound. Keeps out of reach of Dice. Hands off to Morrison. Back across over to right. Riddell on the point, sliding across Morrison. 32 seconds remaining on this power play for the Pandas. Morrison puts it on goal. Goes wide and right. Gribble being held.
Gribble just being a handful in front of the net.
Riddell puts it on again. Melts it down by Meltzer.
Oh!
Getting into it.
What Gribble does best, getting under the other team's skin, baby.
He was definitely using his body in the slot area, and the crease just Yeah, really being a handful for both the goalie and the defenseman.
Jack Allen doing everything he can to try to get him out of the zone. Definitely don't want a big body like Jake Pribble in front of my goalie's eyes. I promise you that.
Yeah, especially since he's going himself, he knows how to cut off his, goalie's angles.
Yeah, exactly.
Becker wins the faceoff back for the Pandas. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Day going to be out of the box here as Olsen carries it in. Right out, right side, screen goalie. Morrison lines up, high slot shot. Hits the right pad of the Rhinos. Florida with the shot. Passes it up to Day. Puts it low. Blocking save. Got a whole shot. Goes to the corner.
Big save.
That's why he was the top goalie.
Florida gets another crack at it. Puck still not possessed by either team. Throwing it towards the goal is Day. Going behind the net. Metcalf trying to dig it out. Ridout emerges with the puck. Has Becker up ahead. Pandas don't have numbers. Let's see if they can make something happen. Pushing ahead. Becker on the wall. Throws it in deep back to Olsen. Ridout working his way. Left circle. Puts it on goal. Stays in bounds. Sent all the way back down to Neal. Rhinos interested in a change. Neal pressured by Metcalf. Ridout, Olsen. Carrying it into the zone. Olsen back over to Ridout. Quick shots. Becker tries to get a stick on it. He handles it. Wheeling back in, making his own space. Castellino shovels it out to Metcalf. Him, Jay Neal, and the goalie. Working through the slot. Backhand misses the net. Puck going into the corner. Olsen looking at his options. Ridout again. Crossing. Trostad almost clips him. Shot on goal. That's going to be frozen.
That is a hard shot right there.
We did get to see the Billy Metcalf backhand last play.
Wasn't exactly in the best position to do it though, unfortunately.
Not so good defense. And we've been, singing Meltzer's praise, but what about Tom Holsheimer on the other end?
I mean, there's a reason he was given top goalie for the season,
Good at stopping the breakaway, stopping a number of really good shot opportunities by the Rhinos.
And
He's
it's
been standing on his head.
very rare to see him have a bad game recently. It's very rare.
Both teams going hard and both goalies showing up. This is exciting stuff coming down the last 10 minutes of play. Ooh. On the edge of my seat.
Santos gets tossed out of the faceoff for Castellino, who wins it back for the Rhinos. Allen going one-on-one with A.J. Wright. Back checking. That's Farwell. Rhinos put it on goal. Goes to the corner. Santos looking to make something happen. Throws it on goal. Pandas get a chance to break it out.
Good stick there.
Castellino lifting the stick there on Farwell, stealing the puck. Castellino, they've got 3 men in the zone. Looking ahead, Santos, quick shots. Farwell, dropping it off for his Pandas teammate. Wright being pressured, gives it to Neal. Neal carrying the puck out, has Arjamond up ahead. Arjamond from the left circle, shot, sails over the net. Rhinos getting their speed, going into the zone. Pribble defending. Sweep check from Castellino. Brings it around the net, looking for a center. Nothing there. A.J. Wright bursting up the left side. Makes a move on Day, stepping right ahead. Quick little backhand. Puck goes up on edge. Pandas maintain possession. Erickson resets it back to Pribble. Pribble out to Farwell. Farwell, not many options. Gives it up to Wright. 8:20 remaining in the second period, final period of this game. Castellino handling the puck. Farwell getting into the business. Dice goes to the corner. Wheeling around. Looks to make a toe drag on Farwell. Loses the puck.
Ooh.
Allen back for it as Rhinos go off for a quick change. Dykes looking up the rink, looking at his options. Has Gorda looking for that screen shot, carrying it all the way in. Goes behind the net. Erickson takes a whack at the puck. Rhinos get possession back. Farwell behind the net. Legs get taken out of Gorda. Opportunity for the Rhinos. They put it on net. Leg pad save by Holstein. Anyone's opportunity here still. Rhinos possessing that gets cleared all the way back down for Dykes.
Rhinos really putting on the pressure last couple of minutes.
Go to the long-range shot. That gets melted down by Holstein.
That was some good sustained pressure by the Rhinos there the last minute and a half or so.
Yeah, they need to keep this energy up because I know the Pandas are really hunting for a goal. The one thing they can't do, though, is get caught too low in the offensive zone because the Pandas have skaters on their team that will take the puck up like that.
Yeah, that's very well said, and I think that's where they had their letdowns and their breakdowns last week, is then they just lost some coverage and some slips behind them, and the Pandas can capitalize quickly, we know that.
Trosad on the draw with Becker. He wins it back cleanly for the Pandas, who've got a head full of steam heading into the zone. Olsen from the right, throws it on goal, saved by Meltzer.
I think somebody's got to take that man out in front of Nick. More so he's taking his stick or getting in his way just to give Nick a little bit more of a lane.
You're saying put a little bit more pressure on his body himself to take away the lane, or?
Oh, I'm saying like Jimmy Becker does it a lot, where he steps in front of the defenseman and blocks him from getting in front of the shot.
Trosad gets his legs taken out. Puts it ahead for his Rhinos teammate. Passanino makes a move on Morrison. He grabs off the ball. Tries to center it to Becker. Puck goes up on edge. Trosad again. Trying to step around the Pandas. Ridout, contested puck. Gets a hold of it. Beating Metcalf to the punch. Olsen. Handling the puck. Gives it Ridout from the high slot. Day laying off that. Makes a good defensive play. Trying to slide back across to Olsen. Give it back to Ridout. He's got a shot. Juicy rebound. Winds on the back of the net. Plays whistle dead.
I like that quick whistle there because it's hard to get the puck off the netting in these nets, and it's just complicated. So.
And the last thing you want is seconds off the clock in a game like this.
Exactly. Seconds off the clock, just milling around, trying to get it off the netting. It doesn't look good for anyone.
But man, that wasn't a good look for the Rhinos. They let Bailey Ridout, Nick Olsen pretty wide open there in this the points.
Real wide open. Sure, Ridout wants that one
Oh,
back.
Ridout's hungry right now. He really wants to bury. I think if there's one to bury for the Pandas, it's going to be a Ridout goal.
Morrison saucing it over to Ridout. Olsen goes up in a heap. Olsen gets his feet back under, puts it on goal, saved by Meltzer. I actually believe that got batted down by a Rhinos player. Meltzer never even saw the puck. That's Gorda chipping it over the wall for Dykes. Rhinos looking to go and make some action down in the Pandas zone. Puck skitters across the goal now, stays out though. Olsen, Ridout, looking to go and settle a rolling puck. Ridout resetting, has Neal back on the far point. He opts to hold on to it. Gorda really giving him a hard time. Santos giving him a whack with the stick as he drives by. Neal getting the puck out of the zone, dropping it off to Morrison. That's a turnover. Santos collecting on that. Santos has Morrison tied on him. Santos looking at his options, makes a safe bet. Gives it to Allen behind his cage. Archmont on the forecheck. Bodies up Allen. No call. Allen has a step on Archmont. Opts to reset instead. Turned over to Farwell. Grabs off the wall. Going through the slot. Loses his feet on the play. Santos crisscrossing with Castellino. Screen shot. Missing the net. Pandas get it back. Neal, long pass up to Archmont. Archmont from the right side. Allen defending. Nice defensive stop by Allen. Puck goes to the corner.
Ooh,
Gets upended, covering the puck with his hands. I believe he bats that ahead with his glove. Defensive zone hand pass. Santos back to quarterback. Day rings around for his buddy Noe. Give it back over to Castellino, who's going to quarterback this out.
4 minutes left on the clock.
And Rhinos looking comfortable just keeping it behind their net.
Absolutely no rush to go and carry this puck out. We don't have a rule in this league for delay of game for holding the puck behind the net for more than 10 seconds.
The Pandas got to put some pressure on and make them lose it.
Santos gives it back to Castellino as they look to burn some more time off. Becker on the forecheck. Castellino drops back off for Dave. 3:30 remaining in this game. Pandas are going to want to take a timeout here. The next opportunity that they can. Castellino still with the puck. Fane slamming on the brakes. Jets ahead. Becker right behind him, hot on his heels. Castellino throws it all the way back. Santos back for it.
Smart play by Zach there.
He's playing some smart roller hockey possession.
Possession is what wins games in roller hockey. Santos holding on to it. Farwell gives him a shove. Castellino and his crew still possessing. Sauces it ahead for Santos. Gets stepped on by Becker. Becker. Pandas, they get possession again. Cribble sits over to right. Goes into the Rhinos corner. Becker ahead. Holding on to the puck. Pandas trying to make something happen here with the waning minutes in this game. Right on the doorstep. Stays out of the net. Meltzer was savvy to that. He keeps it out. Cribble, shot on goal, goes wide. Meltzer laying all the way out. Pandas players getting upended. Santos spinning. Gets the puck off Farwell. Has Dave. Puck still bouncing. Farwell battling hard for it.
Good defense there. Good defense, Ryland.
Dashing the other way. Up ahead. Right. On the doorstep. Goes over the right leg pad. Goes behind the net. Escondido carrying the puck out. That's Dykes right now. Rhinos coming on with fresh reinforcements. Dykes sends it across. Santos pulling backhand. Forehand. Oh,
what a save!
Stays out Holstein with a brilliant save. Gets dumped in, back to Allen. Following the Escondido zone. Right on the forecheck. Dykes with the puck. Playing pancake with the puck. Escondido, no rush to get it out. Santos sends it all the way down to Gorda at the other end. Olsen trying to get that puck back. Gorda battling hard on the wall with Olsen. Kicking the puck, Pandas get possession again. Ridout dashing up the right side as Pandas players up ahead. Ridout puts it on goal. Great defensive stop by Santos laying after that puck.
Wow.
Pulling the goaltender.
Way to sacrifice the body, Noe.
Balboa needs to make something happen with a minute 15. Olsen quarterbacking this. Has Morrison and Ridout up ahead. Sending it across the right, top of the right circle. Put it into Morrison. Morrison puts it on goal. Meltzer still savvy to where it is. Keeps it out, going into the corner right there. 1 minute to play in the game. Cleared all the way back down. AJ Wright running back for it. 50 seconds remaining in this game. A lot of traffic in front of the Escondido net.
Josh Morrison! What a kid! Josh Morrison, what a tip! Wow!
That was an incredible tip.
Wow.
Not other than Josh Morrison, who did the exact same heroics in the last time the Pandas were in this situation. Had to tie up a game late. It was Josh Morrison right there on the goal step.
You know, Josh Morrison is Mr. Clutch. He is now and he always has been. Took a 6-year hiatus, comes back for his first season, and he scores at the best moments.
An insane redirect to get them on the board when they needed it most.
That was beautiful. Oh, great defensive play by Josh there too.
Pandas looking to go and get another goal here. Olsen fanning on the puck.
Oh, he gets another chance here.
Wheeling back in, pushing it forward, back in.
Great save, another one.
10 seconds remaining on the clock. They get sent all the way back down into the Pandas zone. This game is likely going to overtime. Morrison holding on to that puck, burning some time, clears it back in. We got another OT on our hands, folks.
My fingernails are gone, fellas. My fingernails are gone, fellas.
That was wild. Oh. Tough though going into overtime because wow, you know that if the Pandas win this game, there will be a 9 p.m. game. So the more time that they take to finish this game, potentially.
I mean, I'm curious to see if there is a game too, what the energy level is going to be like. If it's going to be a more patient and waiting game, or if they're just going to get going and hope that the goalies are gassed.
And speaking of waiting, do you think that the Rhinos had it right to just kind of stay behind their net for so long, or would you have rather seen them kind of control the puck a little bit farther into the offensive zone?
No, absolutely. I think Noe and Zach both had the right idea where Noe left the puck for Zach. Zach skated it up, burned the timeout, wasted some of the defensive energy, and sent it right back to Noe. They spread out the puck, spread out the play, and that's going to burn all the Pandas' energy.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to use the full rink, though. I mean, if they're just bundled right there behind the net, I feel it's good to get the whole rink.
Absolutely. And that's where Zach comes into play, where he just has to wheel up the rink with the puck and just send it right back.
Yeah. So it seems like the play is to put Josh Morrison in front of the net in those clutch situations, and he just delivers.
He does.
So that's the, how many times has he done this?
He did it
a lot.
I want to say this is his third time this season.
Second.
Yeah.
I can't think of the game situation where he tied it up with that 5-5. What was that?
I believe that was the regulation tying goal to send it to the first OT in game 1.
That's right. That's right.
It was.
But it's a winning formula so far, so he's a get-a-bucket guy, if you will.
And from the same scoring angle, too. So whereas Billy has the left side, I guess Josh Morrison has that right side.
And that's always on Josh's forehand. Billy's a big backhand.
Yeah, Billy always scores on his backhand. That's one thing I know.
I don't think he knows how to use his forehand.
Unless he's doing a Michigan. Unless he is doing a Michigan.
If he's sliding off the stick, so he may not know how to do a Michigan.
Okay, boys, what are predictions for overtime? We've got to do a little bit of predictions before the puck drop.
Oh, man.
You go first, Ray.
I think the Pandas are going to try to rush it in there quick and just try to end this early. I think they're going to try to put Nick Olson up there, put Jimmy Becker in front of the net, and try to get Nick Olson a shot off.
I'm gonna go with our good guy Billy Metcalf for the Rhinos.
Puck cleared all the way back into the Rhinos' end. Meltzer thinking about playing that puck. He thinks better of it. Center, right out, another crack at it. Gribble sails the puck just wide. Trostak, pass to Dykes, all the way in. Opportunity on the doorstep, miscommunication, mishandled puck. Turning with it, that's Metcalf, still handling it. Giving over to Dykes. Dykes gets upended by Pribble. I don't believe there's going to be a call on the play. Looks like he just slipped.
He didn't touch his skates.
Totally unintentional. That's Gorda. Back for the puck. Throws it all the way back in.
Good stick.
Pandas get an opportunity to go and carry this puck out. Puck still behind the Pandas goal. Working hard for it. Neither team possessing cleanly. Becker with a fancy spin there. Pushes it ahead for himself.
Fancy feet.
Gorda, Trostad, trying to go and carry this puck out. They get no such luck. Riddle slides it across for Olsen. Olsen from the high side.
That is.
Speedy Meltzer, low glove, 15:35 in the third.
You get Nick Olsen coming into the zone with some speed, and you put that puck on his stick, that puck's going in the back of the net.
So what a testament to the whole Rhinos club to limit him to only that one goal.
Yeah.
Nick Olsen
That was
a stud.
out of all the times that Nick Olsen had the puck on his stick, I think that was the one time I saw them actually let him shoot.
Well, that's efficiency there from Nick Olsen then.
Absolutely.
So absolute dynamite defense up and down the lineup for the Rhinos.
And I love the patience out of Bailey on that play too. Bailey could have turned and ripped that shot, but he knows he has great players on his team, and he waited for one of them to skate in with a better opportunity.
Bailey, another play that you've become familiarized with your Tuesday night Maven team.
Absolutely.
How nice it is him playing with him and having that patience with the puck, especially in the offensive zone where he might get frantic.
It's so nice. It is so nice. He is so cool, calm, and collected with the puck, and his shot is a very hard shot, and he knows where to put it too. He can hit at a bar whenever he wants. So Yeah, having Bailey on that team is awesome.
They had Bailey, they had Nick Olson, they ended up both humming. Nick Olson getting the game-winning goal there. What are you expecting from the next game?
Well, this is a best-of-3 series. We're going to get all 3 games. Escondido taking the first game last week. Balboa taking this game again in OT. We got a 30-minute break. I think it's totally up in the air. On my prediction, I'm going to go with Nick Olson to win it for the Pandas. But I think anything's possible. Would not be surprised if either team won it.
Nick Olson getting a game-winning goal in Game 3?
I think so.
Or just carrying him on the back the whole game?
Why not? Why not? Let's go with that. Well, Nick Olson all the way.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and give it to AJ Wright. I think that AJ's been holding back all season. I think he has 1 goal this season. And that's not like him, man. He rips the shot from the point. So I'm going to go ahead and call the Mike Ruzioni strategy, saving it for the big moment here.
Do you think that this next game will be a slower pace? Or do you think that we'll see a lot of body or a lot of, cycling it back, controlled pace, and slowed down game?
I think the Pandas are fired up now. I think you're going to get a lot of physicality out of the Pandas, and I think the Rhinos realize that their best game here is to play smart and patient.
All right, folks, well, we got a 30-minute break, so we'll be right back here for the final game in this best-of-3.